Funakoshi gave to Ozawa.
Funakoshi is the founder of
Shotokan. Yeah. This is what Funakoshi gave to Ozawa. And Ozawa gave it to me.
So Ozawa was saying under Funakoshi.
He's a direct. I am a second generation black man. Second generation of the founder of Shotokan. Under the tutelage of Master Osamu Ozawa. And you can check his record. His name is Osamu Ozawa. Ozawa. I'm a direct student of him. Okay? And Master Ozawa was he wrote a book called The Samurai Journey. And in his book, he taught, I said to him, teacher, sensei, why is most of your students, your representatives, are all black and Hispanic? I asked him that. I had to, brother. I'm black. Okay, he goes, I've never heard this term until I heard it from him. Now, this is a pure Japanese man. Master Ozawa was a kamikaze. He was an original kamikaze pilot. And I'm going to tell you something that most people don't know. He was deaf in one ear, and he had one lung. When his plane took off, it malfunctioned, and it crashed during World War II. He was an original kamikaze. He told me this, which brought tears to my eyes. He said, we only had enough fuel in our plane to make one trip. So they had no plans on coming back. So that compelled me. Why did these people sought honor in death? And I just got the answer, brother. After all these years, my senpai, which means my senior, told me to read Solomon. And when I went to the book of Solomon, I'm still studying it, brother. I saw it said what it about. I was like, oh, it brought, again, tears to my eyes. The reason why it brought tears to my eyes, I wasn't crying as most people would think. I was cleansing.
Yeah.
It's a difference. So don't get me this trumped up, men ain't supposed to cry. Let me tell you something. I don't cry. I cleanse. I'm letting go old tears to make room for the new joy. You know?
Right on.
Joy done came in the Now I'm ready. I ain't gonna be foaming at the mouth or rolling all over the floor. No. Talking about I got the spirit. I already got the spirit right now, brother. And it's speaking. It's already there. That is that kinetic energy that you was telling me about.
Right.
You understand? That's what it is. It's that it arises you. So when you speak about it, it'll have you trembling. You know, it'll have you fiery. Because we're born under the fire sign. You understand? That's right. And that's why I'm like that. You can describe it as a hallelujah moment. No. It's a joyous moment, brother. It's like, ooh. And as I speak, I'm like, you know, it's just a level of consciousness. But at the end of the day, when I went back to Master Ozawa and started asking him things, he said to me, as I said earlier, I mentioned that term. He used the term jealous Japanese. And when I was like, whoa. He used that term because he said to him, there was a lot of people, you know, my teacher was one of the founding members of the Japan Karate Association, which was formulated in 1958. Okay? Now, as far as us, I'll go into that in terms of what happened with me and Mr. McBride and that situation.
Before you do.
Yes, sir.
Hang on to that. I want to share something with you. It's brief.
Okay.
A wise man once asked me, Brother Makakubu, what are the five greatest gifts of creation? He said, don't worry about it. I'm going to explain it to you. He says the five greatest gifts of creation. The first greatest gift of creation is conscious, to know of creation. The second greatest gift of creation is breath. For breath fuels the body to experience creation. Then he says, the third greatest gift of creation is mind. I said, well, isn't mind and consciousness the same thing? He said, no. Mind allows you to contemplate creation.
Mm.
Then he says the fourth greatest gift of creation is discernment, to know the difference between right and wrong.
Mm.
Then he said the fifth greatest gift of creation is humility, to be thankful for the four other greatest gifts of creation.
Yes.
Then he says, Makakubu, to master the five greatest gifts of creation is the pathway to eternal life.
Yes, indeed.
So I want to share that with you,
That's
brother,
profound,
because
beloved.
your vibrational frequency brought that out.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. But that's so deep. So as I was saying that, so when Master Ozawa said that to me, I understood why he trained us in the manner in which he trained us. We had to be, we had to be top.
Right.
He made us, he appointed us positions. My position to this day is the Eastern Division representative. And I've had that position a while, and I still. So when I was chosen by the master, it brought about jealousy amongst us. And brother, I didn't know what jealousy was until I was 19 years old. Because my heart, I'm giving you, everybody directly or indirectly came to me and learned the forms.
Yeah.
The right way.
Because I watch you, brother. This brother here, and I'm going to use this.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This brother is a kata master. A kata master. And that doesn't mean he's mastered the katas.
Right.
He's mastered training in the katas.
Absolutely. Thank you. And another thing is that, so I was given, and now there was a lot of the high ranked masters. Now, mind you, I'm only 19 years old. Now they walk around here with 5th degrees and all these, and they saying the style Shotokan. So I said to myself, my teacher said, "You never challenge them." So now I'm not going to challenge you physically. I'm going to challenge your intellect.
Right.
So when I was doing the kata that I normally do, unsu, which means cloud hands, and I started writing essays. When next time on God willing me to see, I got a book, 50 years of research. I write essays all the time. You give me something, brother, I'm going to write an essay on it. I write an essay on all these masters. Don't just tell me about it. And I'll tell you why I did that. Because I'm a black man. And you just can't give me something and just go run with this.
Right.
Okay. So with that said, and another thing, I've discovered how ignorant we were when it came to certain martial arts. I'll tell you why. So just to get back to that. So when I didn't know what jealousy was, so I was teaching the form, teaching from my heart to heart, brother. Just like Moses used to say, heart to heart. But these people were taking the forms, botching them. And when I was appointed, like the Eastern Division rep, I came back from Japan to share with my people. What is my purpose? My purpose is to develop the consciousness of my people through the arts and science of Budo. That's my life mission. I came back with a mission, and that is my mission. What is my mission? Is to develop the consciousness of my people through the arts and science of Budo. That's what my hope. So, and I'm coming with this, and I'm coming to help. But at the end of the day, we take it. And then at the end of the day, when Master Ozawa appointed me the representative, he faxed me a letter. I read it, and I was too afraid to share it with Mr. McBride, and I was too afraid. And I'll tell you why I was afraid, brother, because I didn't want to upset the car.
Right.
I already knew that there was a major insecurity because the type of conversations we had, brother, and it made me frown and brother, I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm not here to diminish nobody. I'm here to tell the truth, brother.
Right.
I said, please, I'm not trying to take away. But again, like I said, you got to hear my story.
Absolutely.
Because again, before we did it, history. We heard his, which means man. But now, if you continue to let a certain people tell history, we're going to remain a mystery.
So what you're listening to, people, is a myological conversation.
Right.
On the myology of a people.
Right.
Our people.
Absolutely. That's why I keep using that term. You understand? And I know, I'm well aware, because that's what the frequency led me to.
Right.
So I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking from the conscious mind. So with that said, I hid the letter, and I still got it to this day, brother. Because Master Ozawa says, speak the facts.
We got to bring that.
I got it. I got a folder.
The next interview we do,
yes, sir.
We're gonna do it in New York.
And everything I'm telling you, people, I have documents directly from Master Ozawa. I have letters. It says from the desk of Osamu Ozawa. I have it handwritten. Okay. Now, with that said, I had to hold these documents because I didn't want to upset the car, brother. Okay. But they played on my love.
Mm.
They knew how much I loved karate, but they played on me. So when I hit the age of, when I had 35 years in the game, I was so frustrated, brother. I said, "I'll forget this."
Mm.
I was getting ready to walk away from the art. And I got on the phone and told Shiana that I was crying. I was, brother, I'm tired of this political BS. Right. I told him, I said, Shihan, I'm tired of this political. I'm trying to help us, and all they're doing is throwing rocks at me. So he said, Daddy, he yelled at me. He said, Daddy, calm yourself down. He yelled at me. And then he said to me, meet me in San Diego.
Mm.
I'm going to be teaching a gashuku, a seminar there. And he said, he literally told me, shut up. Right. And he hung the phone up on. Because Master Ozawa wasn't about, no, Google. He wasn't about, he went, bam, but that's it. Leave it at that. And I love that. I didn't understand it then. But the reason why I love that is because he gave me no room to make excuses. He gave me no room to wallow in my sorrow. He wasn't playing savior. He said to me, you figure it out. You figure it out. So that means I was compelled to develop my consciousness as to what was happening, why it happened, and what I'm going to do with, you understand?
So I want people to recognize what's being said here. This is a discussion with two people that have over 100 years experience in the art. And the discussion is about not fighting, but about the resurrection of the consciousness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's why you heard me say earlier that the martial arts is about healing. Mm-hmm. And that was my experience with Professor McBride. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I met Professor McBride. Well, we met because we were training under Moses, mm-hmm. Professor mm-hmm. Moses Powell. Mm-hmm. And I met him again about 20 years ago when mm-hmm. I was working up in the Bronx. Mm-hmm. Went by his house a few times. And at that time, I was dealing with traditional herbal medicine because I almost died 9 times. Mm. Mm. Okay, and this is one of the testimonies. And mm-hmm. I got 2 toes missing on my left foot. Mm. Okay. But I had blood poisoning for 25 years. Wow. The doctors didn't know it. Mm. All that time you saw me, mm-hmm. I was sick. Mm. I just healed. Right. From everything. Mm. 2 months ago. Wow. 35 years, brother. Wow. So now when I met Professor McBride, mm-hmm. I was on that healing journey. Yeah. And that's when I came up with the fight is good, but the healing is better. Yes, indeed. Okay. And see what you're talking about, that jealousy. Mm-hmm. And see, if you remember, I never did a lot of tournaments. Yeah, you're right. Okay. And then when you did come to tournaments with your staff, I was always in awe of you. You know what I'm saying? You was always dressed like a god with the crown on. You know, you had the you were the only one who I saw. And I said to myself, like that, I was like, yo, this is a conscious master right here. So I always try to slip up under you. And there was time that you sat down and judged me in kata. Right.
Come on now.
Right.
And you were the only one sitting down. You had brother, I got a vivid memory. You had the unk.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It looked like it was made out of copper, if you will.
Right.
And you had the unk. And I was grateful because to me, it was like you had already prayed over the environment that I was getting ready to enter.
Mm.
And I was like, ooh, you know. So when you sat down to judge me in form, I was like, in my brain, I was like, yo, I got to go. You know, so I'm warming up.
Right.
But you didn't notice.
I didn't.
You didn't notice until now.
Right.
But
I
when
didn't
you
know none of this till now.
Well, I'm telling you. So when I saw you there, I felt secure.
Mm.
You know why I felt secure? Because I know I was going to have a conscious master judging me, seeing what it is. You understand? So it's sort of kind of, I mean, I was nervous, but nervousness is a natural reaction. Right. It's like fire. It's how you perceive it. It can cook for you or it can burn you up. So when I saw you sitting down there, and while all the judges sitting down like leap, you were sitting up like with spine erect, eyes focused. Damn. Damn. So that right there, that energy made me, my stuff better be right. So I went in the corner, what was that? Again, what was that? Again, what was that? And then when I came to display it, I said, I'm done. Right. Whatever score you give me, and you judging me as the grand champion at Lamar Thornton tournament, it was all the Budweiser. Mm. You know, you judged me a host of tournaments, but there was some big tournaments that because you didn't come to all the tournaments, but when you did come, that's when I knew. And it was deep. Thank you. And I kept that, and I'm not just telling you that to whatever blow it. I'm telling you in my heart.
You got the reason to lie to you.
Exactly, that's it. You know, I mean,
it's the first time we've ever really had a real
conversation, one-on-one. You understand? But we've always embraced each other when we sing tournament. But you already knew that my mind was on what my getting the job done. Right. You understand? But yeah, man. But that's what I've always noticed about. You know, a test from all the other judges. You understand? Because sometimes they came there with their hat backwards. Right. A woman walk across the floor with a breast. And they look. I'm like, yo, dude, you here to look at my kata? You know, I'm bringing here, judge me. You know what I'm saying? I just need you to pay attention. You know, that's all I'm basically saying. But anyway, yeah. So that's the thing. So when I encountered with this jealousy thing, I did meet Master Ozawa in San Diego. Mm. And I wanted to quit, brother. I didn't want to quit karate. I didn't know what I wanted to quit that type of being around that type of toxic behavior of people.
And there was a lot of that.
Yeah, you know, and I was young and I didn't know. So as I was saying, so when I started doing all these forms, certain masters was coming up to me, Gary, is that a Shotokan form? I said, well, you claim to be a 5th dan in Shotokan, you should know this form. Right. They was like, oh. So now they want to come to me and give me money to teach a seminar. But Master Ozawa had already told me, no, teach this one, okay? He said, don't teach this one until I tell you. So he already knew there were guinea pigs that was trying to pull. So he told me to stop and refine. He said, Daddy, let go. Let go of that dojo. Right. Let go. So I was under the Bronx Shotokan Karate Do Club. Mm-hmm. So I let that name go. He said, no. Let that go. No good karate. So he said, I come. I brought Master Ozawa here in 1991 to the Bronx. And the reason why I brought him to the Bronx, because that's originally where I'm from. Right. So I was the first, historically speaking, I was the first man to bring one of Master Funakoshi original students to the Bronx, to lay foot on Bronx soil.
Got pictures of that?
Well, I wrote an article within Action Martial Arts magazine. I still have that. It's a little yellow, but it's still in existence, you know?
I want to get you now to talk about, this brother here is a phenomenal cinematographer, I would say.
Okay, yes, sir. Photography. Yeah.
And talk about that.
Okay.
Because you were starting to talk about the colors.
Yeah. Well, actually, when I was so involved in karate, and my mother said to me, Mama, she put her hand on her hip, call her Big Mama. She looked at me and said, baby, let me tell you something. My mother was from the South, so I'm speaking in her time. She said, baby, let me, she had that little, when my Big Mama, they have that, when they put their hand on their hip, they got that little wiggly, that little extra beautiful skin.
Right.
She said, baby, look here. Let me tell you something. She said, I know you love, she didn't call it to say it in karate. My mom said, I know you love that rowdy stuff. She said, that's what she's called it, rowdy. I said, Mama, it's karate. She said, oh, whatever it is, but you know what I mean, right? That rowdy stuff. I said, okay, let me leave it at that. She said, baby, I know you love that rowdy stuff, but I think you need something else to fall back on. Mm-hmm. And that's when I had to be meticulous at selecting what I wanted to fall back on, because I didn't want anything to take away from my love of karate,
right?
My love for martial art. So then I started studying myself again. What do I like? I realized that I was going to galleries, and I started studying photography at the age of 17 years old in high school. And I noticed my teacher, who was a German, he was very hard on me. And he would always, when he took us to galleries, he would always take his glasses off and look at the image real close. And I used to say, Teach, why are you looking at the image like that? I mean, you could just look at it. I didn't understand. But he was studying the grain, the light, the this and that. And I was like, yo, well, why is he? So I kept on with him. I kept going. Again, like I said, I didn't know why I was doing what I was doing. I was just following, my consciousness. So he, and he was really great with photography. He always had a camera, and he was always telling me, "You call yourself a photographer?" I said, "Yes, sir. Where's your camera?" He said, and he was very meticulous about his art. Mm-hmm. So it drew me closer to. So he taught me how to develop black and white, the color, and we didn't shoot from a 35 millimeter. My first exposure to a camera was a 4x5 large format camera, which I still shoot with today. So as I studied, I started getting deeper and deeper into it. When I graduated school, this Japanese camera company called Doi, spelled D-O-I. I went to the store and I saw this white lady, Caucasian lady. She was having trouble with her camera. So she gave it to this Japanese technician. And he was like, he didn't know what was wrong. Now, I walked up to her. I had on shorts, flip-flops, with my camera. I had a Nikon camera holding it. I said, can I look? I looked at the picture and I said, I know what the problem is. So she looked at me and she looked at me like what, she was like, what the hell you know about it?
Right.
And I'm like, really? I can tell from that look. So I looked to Yoshi, that was his name, Yoshi, the manager of the store. I said, Yoshi, I know what the problem is. So Yoshi was like, you know it? I said, I'll tell you what the problem is. So the lady came. So she looking at me and looking at Yoshi. So Yoshi tell her, it's okay.
Right.
He nodded to her like, it's okay. Let him do it. Because she looked like I was going to snatch the damn camera and run out the store. Yeah. I had my own camera. Okay? So I looked at her with like a little, like, a look like that. Like, I said, all right, let me show her.
Right.
So I looked at her like this and I said, first and foremost, and I know she ain't going to believe me. I said, first and foremost, your shutter is not in sync with your flash. That's why you're getting a half a picture. And I said it like that to let her know. And she looked at me like she want to push the camera to Yoshi. So Yoshi said, Miss, relax. Let him, Japanese man, he trusted me. She didn't.
Right.
Which, okay. She don't know me from Adam and I don't know her. For me, the hell, okay. So I said to her, I'm going to make a bet. I said to her, Miss, give me your camera. No matter of fact, I don't want to touch your camera. Let me show you what's wrong. I said, well, Yoshi, Give her a roll of film. He gave her a roll of film. I said, I'll pay for it. I said, let me tell you something. Can I see your camera? I took her camera, and the camera had a sync number of 60. I set the camera to 60, and then I set her aperture. And I said, Miss, now you go out and take pictures with this, and I guarantee you won't get that problem. She went out, she shot, brought the film back, developed the film, and all the film came out perfect. That lady came back to me and said, now she wanted, where's that guy? That little black guy. She put $100 in the envelope and gave it to Yoshi. So when I came back to pick up my film, he was like, you know that lady? He made making a joke. You know that lady? I said, yeah. I'm later for her. He said, well, all her pictures came out perfect. She left a gift for you. I said, and I'm like, nah, I don't want it. She left with you. Probably some poison or something. She said, no. She left it. So I'm like, Yoshi, don't, for real? She said, yes, she left a gift for you. Envelope. And the envelope was sealed. So I took the envelope, I looked at the light, and I saw something like that. So I ripped it open. I said, oh. And he said, you see? Yeah. I said, Yoshi, she gave this to me for real? He said, yeah, she gave it to me. And then he said, I got something else for you. Come. He come in the back. So I took the $100, folded up. I didn't know. I'm like, I hope this ain't no fake $100.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm under. So he took me in the back. And he said, I want to give you a test right quick. Like, test for what? I'm just here to develop. He said, what's this color? I said, that's cyan. What's this color? That's magenta. What's this color? Yellow. What does that do? I said, those are subtractive color. He go, what's this? Blue, red, green. What's that? That was the additive color. He go, oh, now he's giving me another test right on the spot. And then he said, can you come and work Monday? Like, you offer me a job? He said, yes. He said, Monday, come. I said, okay, cool. So I came Monday, professional, you know, and then he gave me all these papers, W-2 form, blah, blah, blah. And I began my career as a photo technician. Beautiful. Right on the spot. Hired me right on the spot, just like that. All from that lady. And I said, wow. But I just said, look at God.
That's right.
Look at the creator.
That's right.
Look at the creator. So I worked for that company for like 13 years. Nikon hired me. They were at Rockefeller Center. But they kept me in the back. They kept me in the back and kept all the Japanese in the front. I didn't give a shit as long as I'm getting my money. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, I'm going to do my own thing in my black community. That's right. That's what I was doing. So at the end of the day, they had me as a technician. I started doing, you know, after I left Doy Camera, and I left Doy Camera on some racist stuff. Okay. They had this white girl named Betty. And Yoshi asked me to train her. See, printers make a lot of money than what I was doing. I didn't want to be no manager. They wanted to elevate me to manager. That means now I'm managing in the branch, and they took me out of the lab. I don't want that. I wanted to be a technician where I developed the pictures. You make more money. So anyway, I trained her. And then when I went to the main store, I noticed that she was printing. And I was the manager. I was like, Ken, can I have a word with you? I said, why is Betty printing? And, you know, I said to him, show me how to become more proficient in my printing. I will come to work because I didn't work on Saturdays and Sundays. I will come and work free if you show me how to print. But he kept me out of the printer. He didn't want me to print. And I kept saying, but he had this white girl printing who I trained. Right. And I'm like, so I felt a certain kind of way. So I challenged him. About that. And he gave me all excuses. I said, you know what? It's for me to be responsible for me. Right. So I started taking night classes at ICP, International Center of Photography, on how to print. And I did that. I wanted to keep that real quiet. So I was secretive with that. So I started learning how to print from that school. And then now around Christmas time, They had a big, huge rush. And they needed help. They were so backed up. So what I did, I moved. I said, Betty's not here. I sat down at the printer. And Ken was like, Derek, what are you doing sitting down there? And I just said, and I'm printing. And I'm printing. I'm trying to help them.
Right.
So when all of the prints came out, I have to put my initial on the back of the print. Okay, so all of the customers got their print. Another thing, Bloomberg News. We was working in the office of Bloomberg News. That was, well, you know the former mayor Bloomberg?
Yeah.
Okay, he had a newspaper or whatever.
They got the television station now.
Right, well, yeah. he had a report. All of his photographers brought their pictures back and said to Ken, who print this? Who print this? He looked at the bango. Oh, Daddy, what's the problem? He said, this is dynamic. He said, whoever prints this, I want this guy printing my order always. I don't want nobody printing but this guy. He said, and Ken said, why? He said, because whoever prints this, he knows color, color balance. Sometimes they would print the colors to green, to red, to down and that. Their balance was off. So with me, I was balancing. Add a little bit magenta, take out a little this, do it, add that, gave it nice skin tone. So when I printed, 12 of his photographers said, whoever printed this, I want him. So they came back to the store and said, who is DW? Who is DW? And everybody. So Ken said, Derek, I have to have a meeting with you. So he brought me back in the store. And he brought all the prints and said, everybody wants you as a printer. I said, but you didn't want me as a printer. So let me go back to the store and manage.
Right.
You see? You go, no, Derek. Yeah. I said, well, listen, if I'm going to be a printer, I need to make more money. So, but what I did, though, I had another job offering me a position. So I said, I'm in the money. Because this job was willing to pay me Old Henry Film Works, which was held in, they was in Grand Central Station.
Okay.
Big, huge lab. So they was willing to pay me top dollar. So I said, let me just play with, let me get these fools to pay me the money that I'm worth.
Right.
So bottom line is, so now all of these printers wanted me to print. So now Ken got me at the printer, got my own private section, everything. And he said, you're going to take care of this account because they're getting ready to give us that account. I said, but on who? If we win that account, that's on the basis of me.
Right.
Y'all not going to take all the money and not get, this ain't, I said, yeah, I'm not, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? How much I'm getting out of it? And you ain't going to serve me no crumbs. I'm not going for it. So they go, Daddy, you're going to have to sit down here and reason with me. Because when I said to what you see, now it's come back to haunt you. See, you want me to. So I had my own section and printing. So now I know how to print. I was printing color, black and white. They had to pay me the money.
I know. I hit you up on Facebook. I said, you ever brother call me?
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're like, what this brother want me to call him for? I know you thought about that.
Well, I knew who you were.
I know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You thought about what the conversation would be. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this is why I wanted to interview you.
Okay. Praise be to the Lord.
I formed the Jazz Lovers Television Network, World Media Coalition. Now, the World Media Coalition began in 2016. And I was pushing to do a media conference down here in Atlanta to analyze the propaganda narrative in mainstream media that put Trump in the White House.
Trump, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, right. I got you. Trump.
Okay. Put Trump in the White House.
Right.
And I wasn't able to get that off. That was in 2016. In 2017, I was able to do my first Harnessing the Diaspora Economic Development Summit at the headquarters of the African Union in New York. Okay. So the World Media Coalition is directly tied to what's happening right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the mainstream press with Donald Trump.
Right.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
It's tied to that.
Mm-hmm.
I've done 3 television productions. I have a channel. I'm opening up a Roku channel.
Mm-hmm.
I got a live stream channel. And I got this production. This is the production platform on television that we're recording right now. That's going to be edited into a program that's going to be on our Odyssey channel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why I wanted to talk with you, brother, is because when I open up on Roku,
mm-hmm.
I want us to start producing some dynamic martial arts production.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really believe we had this you mentioned this, we had this briefly conversation before. Right. And at the end of the day, I also studied some of your material.
Oh, you have?
Yes, I have. Yes, sir. Indeed, I have. Yes.
Yes, brother.
Yes, I do.
You know, I'm honored. Brother.
Oh, yeah, I do. I mean, like I said, when you first, pretty much like when you were first formulating, you had spoke to me in New York.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then at the end of the day, you told me you were there, because that's how I knew you was in Atlanta. Because back then you had told me, you were telling, I moved, because I still thought you was in New York.
Okay.
And you told me, I know, I moved, I'm down in Atlanta. So in my consciousness, I'm like, damn, how the hell am I gonna get down there? You see what I'm saying?
And your daughter got
right, yeah, and now that I know, I can come down here on my own.
Exactly.
Because it's only a 2 hour. I'm saying 2 hours, but it was only like an hour to 45-minute flight.
Right.
So that's like a hop, skip, and a jump.
So we're gonna close this out.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank Kiyoshi, Derek Williams, longtime martial arts colleague, and dynamic, conscious thinking more.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
This is the World Media Coalition, Jazz Lovers Television Network. I'm Wmcjltv. We'll see you again soon. 2 in the chair.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
Now we can. Wmcjltv, Jazz Lovers Television Network. Arts, culture, and entertainment with fine news and business. Wmcjltv. Got trapped.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the World Media Coalition Jazz Lovers Television Network. We're bringing you an awesome show. World Media Coalition Jazz Lovers Television Network. Usually we bring you news. Today we're bringing the entertainment. We're bringing it heavy. We have Mr. Jarian Dixon, saxophonist extraordinaire, and we have Maka Kubu, Ali El Bey on percussion. This session is going to be live. Take it away, family. It's on you. Wmcjltv.
I'm Makakufu Ali El Bey. And this is Jazzy J, saxophone. This is his maiden voyage. We're breaking out the Jarian Dixon Express, World Media Coalition, Jazz Television Network. I want to say thank you to our viewing audience for tuning in. And I want to give it back to our talk show host, let him talk about what the Jazz Lovers Television Network is about and how you, watching our television network, Jazz Lovers Television Network, get paid for watching television. Back to our host, Amar Ali Obey.
Yes, yes, yes. Do I. As he was saying, the World Media Coalition, Jazz Lovers Television Network is a paid subscription network, but not like every other paid subscription television network where people just pay to watch TV. No, as a subscriber, you get paid to watch TV. You are a stakeholder in the company itself. So as we grow, you grow. We have different tiers. So anybody that would be coming in under you'd recommend our show and they come on as a subscriber, they would pay $9.95 a month, and you get your commissions of $2 a month off of each subscription that you bring in, therefore making us shareholders in one big global family. World Media Coalition, Jazz Lovers Television Network, we operate and specialize in news, business, arts, culture, entertainment, conscious culture, culture with a K, here to uplift our people at all ways and all times. We'll have our individual legacy builders coming at you from all over the diaspora, all over the planet, bringing you local news, real-time news, and the actual factual of what's really going on the streets.
Bring it over. I think you go ahead and do something. Back on us.
I think I know how we can mix this.
One thing you always do with your fingers. That's particular. Yep.
This is Jazzy J, and I'd like him to give you a little background. And by the way, he just started practicing on this tenor sax. He's normally on. So, Jazzy J, the Jerry and Dixon Express. Take it away, now.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and get this out the shot real quick. Hello. What happened?
Lost you guys the video.
Oh, man.
What happened to the video?
I don't know. We lost your video real quick. We're gonna let them get their video situation back online.
Like you said, flyer. We use a flyer for right now. Just a flyer, charge the flyer to do that.
Okay.
Now the thing ain't turned. I don't think the thing's turned on. Did you plug into the couch?
Yeah, it's plugged into the couch.
It should be on.
Let me check a second.
The black cord needs to be plugged into the couch.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right, you got your
Be back up in the morning?
Yeah, you back on. There you go.
You know this technology, folks. It even happens on mainstream media. You watch CNN, sometimes you can't even hear it. But that's okay. We back up in London, Jazz Lovers Television Network with Jazzy J and the Jerry and Dixon Express.
All right. Well, let's get this show on the road.
Talk a little louder so we can hear you.
Okay, let me just
scoot up a little bit.
That'll work. Kill two birds with one stone. Can everybody hear me now? All right.
How's it going, Ahmad? Ahmad.
We can hear you well. You can speak normally. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Hello, everybody. My name is Jazzy J, also known as Jay the Don, CEO of the newly formed J-Town Entertainment LLC. Right now, just want to welcome you to the Jerry and Dixon Express. And well, honestly, I'm at a loss for words of how everything has been for right now, because right now, this is just what I needed. Not only is it a way to express my skills, my feelings, my mind, and everything has transformed these coming years. It's been a long time coming, because I remember Michael Cool from way back in the day. I'm talking 2018, 2019 with Juneteenth. Now, around the time, there was a bunch of things going on, but there was nothing going on quite like what we had in 2020. But the way I see it, as long as everyone's staying safe and doing what they're supposed to do, I mean, this year ain't got nothing on us. I mean, we're the ones that make the history. We're the ones that, make the change. So I figured, why not just take a step in the right direction, or just, try to create something new. I mean, I'm about done trying to follow behind everybody else, trying to, I don't know, running this rat race, so to speak. But,
let me give you a little background on how Jarian and I met. Down here in Georgia, matter of fact, folks, this production is being broadcast from out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Sao Paulo, Amar is. Jerry and I are here in Ellenwood, Georgia, outside of Atlanta. He and I met at the Port Sanford Theater in DeKalb County. Now, Port Sanford is one of our family members. Port Sanford was my first cousin. So the Port Sanford Theater is named in his honor. He was a DeKalb County commissioner. There was an event there, huge event, given by Alice Bussey, a good friend of mine. I met her beautiful sister. She was hosting this event along with some other people.
Yeah, with Commissioner Johnson.
And who?
Commissioner Larry Johnson. That's who invited me to the event initially.
Right, the Commissioner Johnson. Jarian was there, and he did a saxophone solo. He and I had never met, but as soon as I heard Jarian play that sax, I knew he could play me. And that same day, I interviewed him for Black on Purpose Television. This is the World Media Coalition Jazz Lovers Television Network. So that's how Jarian and I met. And then, from there, we did the Juneteenth. And from there, we started the Jazz Lovers Television Productions. And our first one was over at the Theater in the Square in Marietta with Raoul Thomas. That's where our first production of the Jazz Lovers Television production began. So that's how this collaboration has evolved to the point where now you have the Jarian Dixon Express.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So this is his maiden voyage. He's going to eventually become the talk show host and be, oh, see, now he's looking at me like he don't know what I'm talking about. He's going to eventually become the host. And he's going to feature on the Jarian Dixon Express young, talented musicians. We'll be speaking with them, interviewing them, collaborating with them on the Express, and launching various talent from this production. Now I'm going to take you into Ever Wonder Where the Woman's From? Ever wonder how the breeze just cools your face? Ever wonder why it's blue? Ever ask what is this place?
We're not gonna have a Fingers spazzing out.
where the wind comes from. Just lose your faith. Just lose your faith. Just lose your faith. Never wonder where the wind comes from. Never wonder how to breathe. Never wonder how to breathe. Never wonder how to breathe. Just cool your face. Just cool your face. Never wonder how to keep your thoughts strong. Never wonder how to keep your thoughts strong. Never wonder how to keep your thoughts strong. Never ask yourself. How many times have you been wrong? Everything that you've done. How many times have you been wrong? Never done. Never ask yourself. Never ask yourself. Ask yourself. Ask yourself. Ask yourself. Never wonder where the wind comes from. Never wonder why the blue skies. Never wonder why the blue skies are blue. Blue skies are blue. Never wonder why the blue skies are blue. Blue skies are blue. Never wonder where the wind comes from. Where the wind comes from. Ask yourself, what is this place? Never ask yourself, what is this place?
I don't think we lost.
Still there, Mark?
Awesome, awesome. That was great. You guys' video went out, but you got the vibe was so good. I just went into put the flyer on. There you go.
Right on, right on. Okay.
Okay, now I got it. Now I literally got to take care of this.
Okay. Yeah, you guys were on point.
And this is the reason why, because it's in the wrong socket.
That's quite all right. That was good. Good vibing.
How much tape we got?
Everything.
We've been on for a little under an hour, 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
All right, that's good. That's good. Folks, this was the first production of Jazz Lovers Television Network, Jerry and Dixon Express. We have had some technical difficulty, but hopefully you got the essence of the show. The video went out a couple of times. However, this will be another production coming up Monday. We have the Legacy Builders news broadcast. On Tuesday, we have a special broadcast coming out of Monomotapa, South Africa. That's Tuesday, September 8th, Monday, September 7th. Look for us again. Go to our television network on YouTube, World Media Coalition Jazz Lovers Television Network. Go to our website, worldmediacoalition.com. Put your name and our contact us information so that we can get back and talk to you about how you can make money from watching television with our self-perpetuating, revenue-generating business model. The only television network in the world that will pay you to watch our television programming, give you the opportunity to submit a production concept that, once it's considered and going into pre-production, every dollar that you put into producing your production, our network will match that. We'll give you an opportunity to launch your creative ideas on our television network as a stakeholder. Once you become a subscriber with our Jazz Level Television Network, and with that said, I give it back to our host in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Here, Amar Mansour.
Peace, peace. Duad Nature. I'm actually in Salvador Bahia in the Northeast. I frequent an island called Mojo de Sao Paulo. So if you ever are in the area, you are welcome to come visit. Bahia is considered baby Africa. So if you ever want to come out and experience baby Africa along the diaspora, we welcome you here with open arms, great music, great culture, great people, and great food. Once again, this is the World Media Coalition Jazz Lovers Television Network. As always, we thank you, Duad Nature, Duad for coming out and listening, sharing your energy, sharing the vibe, and to continue to spread the word. Let people know that our network, you can get paid to watch television.
Amar, let Jerry give his information.
Sure.
Contact you.
Okay. Well, mainly, honestly, I usually give up my business cards with my email and my phone numbers. Okay. Just scoot up some. On the rug. Okay. The best way to contact me is by phone. That would be 4-707-7893. Call, text, or I do have Instagram and Facebook. It's at Jarrien Dixon, ARRIENDIXON. But the one that I'm currently using is J-Town Entertainment. That's JAYTOWN, entertainment, how you normally spell it. And Jarrien Irving on Facebook. I got to change up some settings on that. I pretty much lost on my. It is Jarrien Irving, ARRIENIRVING. That's the best way to contact me. The best way to contact me, just call me. I'll always pick up the phone, no matter what place.
Thank you. Amar, you got it.
All right. Thank you all very much for coming out. We're going to take you out on a smooth note, and we will see you on Monday. We will announce the time soon. Stay tuned, everybody. We love y'all. Duad Nature.
Steps so wide and so desert. I heard the boys has had enough. I said that they were gonna leave, and many others would agree. Biden, to make it better for the states and not so shameful. Is Houston, Dallas, Arlington? You better let the taxes go to save America from war. Texas and rise, let's kick the fest together. Texas and rise, we'll make this planet better. Texas and rise, and solve this mess for good. Texas and rise, all Russia stand with you. Biden, so how the lines of people walking at the oil, while you're pumping bucks away and killing people in Ukraine. You think that they are all okay? Biden, by us will stand us still and go